the governor of Michigan is setting a terrible precedent. She has said that when the signatures are gathered, collected, tallied, and counted officially, and her emergency powers are removed, the state will be put back into the danger zone. She says this is the danger zone. This is the highway to the danger zone. And she says her emergency powers to manage the pandemic, they're not unique because other states have allowed the tyranny of governors. So she should be allowed to also, she says. She said she worried that the efforts to take away the unilateral authority, if successful, could lead coronavirus cases to spike to dangerous levels in the Michigan state. I guarantee you, being in Michigan, being not too far from where they faked the coronavirus testing center at Cherry Health in Michigan. Look it up. Not being too far from there, I don't buy this. She says the Democrat locked down the state. Well, I do believe that. It says the Democrat locked down the state in the spring when the deadly virus spread and threatened to overwhelm hospitals. Has since been reopened schools and She has since reopened schools and much of the economy, with restrictions on gathering sizes and businesses and restaurants throughout the summer. Michigan has fared far. Hang on. Pump the brakes, hit the screech marks, break the record. Don't even scratch it. You don't get to restrict gathering sizes in Michigan if you're going to keep the state alive. Want to know why? I'll tell you, because 90-something odd % of Michigan's economy in the summer, when it relates to tourism traffic, is people coming into the state and spending money in groups of 4 or more. That's a family of 4, 5, 6, etc., going out to eat at a restaurant in Saugatuck, in Douglas, in Fishtown, in Suttons Bay, in Traverse. Anywhere along the east coast of the state, you can name those places too. I'm not going to because they're trashy. But you can ask where they would want to go, and you can go there. They're not all trashy. I'm playing around. But the idea that you could say, hey, well, we're going to lock down the state, and it'll be fine, and it won't matter, and it doesn't matter who goes out of business, and the whole culture of the state will continue on. People want to joke about how white people don't have a culture. Michigan is a predominantly white state, and it has a culture, and it's worth protecting. And she doesn't agree, and you should understand that. This is throughout the summer. Michigan has fared better with COVID than many other states after the initial hotspot was detected nationally. Well, that's good. Do you want to know why? Because Michigan understands that it's a peninsula state. First and foremost, Michiganders understand that they live in predominantly a peninsula. If you live in the lower peninsula or the upper peninsula, you feel as if you're pretty well protected from the mainstream high-speed go and flow, ebb and ebb traffic of the U.S. You're kind of pulled off to the north, and for good reason. I mean, we don't want to be Indiana. You don't want to be Illinois or Ohio. Jesus. This says, when Whitmer credited residents for taking the virus seriously and doing, quote, what they needed to do in a state where the coronavirus has contributed nearly 7,000 deaths. What's 6% of 7,000? What's 9%? Because the odds of the actual tally of deaths being anywhere higher from 6 to 9% is low. Really low. So they said it was 6%. I'll give you 9. I'll give you the inverse. I'll give you 9. Flip it over. Give your 6 points upside down. It's still not enough. This is bullshit. 7,000. What's 9% of 7,000? Give me a break. It says, quote, But the thing that keeps me up at night is the fact that all the sacrifice that we've made and the work, okay, can you give me a break? I don't like Whitmer. We're going to end that one because this is what's important. Not the Epstein thing. That was the last one. This is what happens. When you do not like a governor, when you say enough is, in fact, enough, you get a petition. And when the petition has enough power, when there are enough people supporting it, you get a supported petition. You get a projected win. This says, the petition drive. What happens if we unlock Michigan? See, the Unlock Michigan petition, that's a fast one. Say it 3 times fast. Say it 5. Drink 1 more of those and say it 10 times fast. What happens if the Unlock Michigan petition meets signature goal? I'll just tell you. Excuse me. We know for sure that we're over 400,000 signatures to date. That's today at like 10 o'clock at night on the 21st Eastern. Unreal. This is from Holland. So you know, if we're going to take Whitmer down, it's going to be in Holland. That's wild. Wild. I grew up in Holland. If we're going to launch the Unlock Holland, Unlock Michigan campaign from Holland, Michigan, well, GD. Well, I'm excited. Here we go. This just gave me a whole new wind. Arpin Lobo. I love you, buddy. Here we go. A petition drive called Unlock Michigan has gained momentum in the state since being launched earlier this summer. While the state continues to grapple with the coronavirus pandemic, the petition could lead to a major change in how states of emergency are handled in the future. So what we're going to see is limit Whitmer's ability to lock the state down today, limit her ability and any governor's ability to lock down the state in the future, and limit the governor's ability to lock down elections and to enforce mail-in ballots now and in the future. That's what will be on the ballot. That's why this is important. This is who's organizing this petition, because it is important. So who's to be given credit? This is Unlock Michigan's address is the address for Eric Doster, an attorney who served as general counsel to Michigan Republican Party up until 2017 for nearly, a long time, 15 years. This says the state Republican Party is not involved with the petition, although some state Republicans, like Republican Representative Bradley Slaw from Zeeland, have supported the initiative. The petition's goal to repeal the Emergency Act of 1945 for the governor. Currently, Whitmer is citing the 1945 law as she issues executive order after executive order and continues the state's emergency, regarding the coronavirus pandemic. It says Whitmer most recently extended the Emergency Act to October 1st of this is last week that she did this. So, do you think she's going to extend it to November? You think she'll just extend this to November 3rd? Do you imagine that if we get enough signatures on this that we will be able to get her out? This says Unlock Michigan needs 340,000 signatures or 8% of the votes in 2018. Well, it didn't happen in 2018. So we need 500,000 signatures. See, they have already gotten 400,000. We're not going to submit until we have 500,000. We need 340,000. This is dated when? 2020. So are they talking about an election in 2018? I don't understand. This is earlier this year, a petition drive organized by Right to Life Michigan, well, I signed their petition, recommended the State Board of Canvassers deny the petition of insignificant signatures. Well, fuck you right up the ass. If you're going to be anti-abortion and you go out and you get a bunch of petition signatures, you're a joke. You're a joke. You're a shill, you're being paid or pushed or whatever, or you're just an older woman who really believes in that, and I appreciate your sentiment, but right now, maybe is useful. Ever before now, never useful. You are being retarded out in public. So don't go do that. It looks stupid. This says, if Unlock Michigan submits the... And by the way, I'm just going to clarify. If you're an older woman sitting out in front of my Secretary of State and you tell me, sign our petition, and I go, what's it for? And they go, well, it's anti-abortion. And I go, well, I'm for that. I'll sign that. And they go, no, it's anti-abortion. I go, yeah, no, I'm against abortion. And they like pull it back further, and they go, no, really, it's really against it. It's not for it. It's against. I go, I know. I'm young, but I still support not killing and murdering children and infants and fetuses. Let me sign your thing. And then they finally let me sign it. So I think most people that petition for that are dumb. But anyways, it's because we don't need your dumbass petition, stupid. We need the Supreme Court. Anyways, that's all I have to say. I'm not going to say any more. I'm going to get myself in trouble and lose subscribers. That being said, subscribe to this video. Subscribe to the channel. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want to stay in touch with this moronic idiocy? Keep up to date with it by subscribing. Hit the notification bell. Like the video. Comment below. Tell me, hey, you need to chill out. Tell me, hey, you were right. Tell me, hey, you were dumb and you're wrong and you're stupid and here's why. I want to hear it. And then, of course, do everything else that you can do to keep America afloat.